It may be a shock that it's the 27th day of this month, and I'm talking cows, but just want to, apologize to my buddy, and, uh, sorry for again. I was going through a lot of shit, and it's no excuse. I was a weak bitch, still am a weak bitch, and I was nuking everything in my path and whatnot. But been thinking about you a lot lately, definitely, and especially when I seen something like this, like this news, and then also the game stonk, situation. Friggin' that's awesome. Like you guys, you know, y'all well organized, and that's freaking awesome. Keep up the good work. I'm sorry for. I'm sorry. Uh, we'll figure this out. Anyways, you know. So I'm wondering if just to go on with this. I'm wondering if this was a this fiber optic cable being cut. Friggin'. I'm wondering if it was a deliberate attack. I mean, it definitely sounds like a deliberate attack, but on which side? Um, because where is it? New York Times. We'll just check that out real quick. Maybe. Hold on. Hold on a second. So the FCC is actually looking into it. Federal Commission of Communication. Communications Commission, I should say. Um, and so I'm wondering if this was a deliberate attack to shut down the internet, or just because they couldn't figure out where the money was being transferred or where a possible attack was coming from, and the only way to do it was to cut the cable. So I'm wondering if which side did that, because when you're talking, when we're talking about $10+ billion you know uh, stock, and all of a sudden um, Melvin Hedges, taking out and stuff and having to get an influx of money, that's a you know that's a freaking amazing attack. And then at the same time, with these power outages and everything, well, we already know how powerful the internet is, right? And so I'm thinking that because there's just too much harmony going on, and if one cannot see that, then they're a little bit blind, I would say. And this is a targeted attack, and I think um, I mean, because people accuse me of being a terrorist and everything like that, and it's like, and they all think that I would just put myself in a freaking corner and die. Let me just shoot up a school and freaking, oh no, I can't get out. Let me just freaking off myself, or freaking, get shot, or freaking, yeah, I'm gonna go to jail. Fuck that. Go to prison and stuff. Fuck that. I'm gonna be fighting my way out. And the thing is, it's like cripple the damn infrastructure. My dad kidnapped my brother. Uh, that was the charge. But he was doing it for the safety of my brother, because his mother has. He's my half brother, and his mother, had custody. Excuse me. My dad cut the phone lines and cut the power lines, and went in there and snatched my brother, and my mom was the getaway car. And so that bought time, especially back in the 80s. Well, actually, that might have been in the early. Actually, that was in the 70s. That was in the 70s, mid to late 70s. So, um, you know, and it's like, I've thought of things like that. And when we're talking about, having transatlantic cables and, things of that nature. Um, Hold on a second. Let me just friggin' transatlantic communications cable is a submarine communications cable connecting one side of the Atlantic Ocean to the other. Um, let's just how deep. So, anyways, I'm having communications issues because T-Mobile sucks. I miss Sprint, and even though they freaking were assholes too, but they're definitely at least providing me with some better service than this shit. Um, and like an actual constant signal. Anyways, uh, I'm certain that well, that's the thing is like just look how close some of these are. And to have to replace one, like that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work to do, and I don't think it go. I mean, well, the Titanic is somewhere in the Atlantic and whatnot. So yeah, try to replace that freaking wire, right? Okay, so yeah, just take that in consideration. Like, um, crippling infrastructure, is very sophisticated. Well, it's not very sophisticated. It's just very tactical. And so when there's all these power outages around the world, um, and like that's the thing is some people just don't have to communicate. There's signals. It's like Morse code. There was the Pakistan was out, freaking the Vatican went out. I think there was another one too. I could be mistaken, but that's you know one for no, two for yes. So boom, um, or whatever else. People need to not underestimate the power of the internet party, and that they are in control of us. They are the Overwatch, and man, like not everyone actually sees this. I think like they just think it's a bunch of Russian hackers, and well, sure, but it's actually a global effort. And don't forget Trump was they memed a freaking president into office. All right, that demonstrates their power, and they can drop satellites and everything like that. I mean, they tactically nuked a freaking uh, hedge fund and everything. So, actually, hold on a second. Let me just do that in this one. Fuck it. Uh, Reddit Legends hedge fund Melvin Capital and puts Wall Street kingpins on. Probably like just shaking their boots. Hedge fund Melvin closes out GameStop short, and was it? The Citadel in 2072 infused nearly $3 billion into Melvin Capital to share up their funds. News reports said earlier this week. So basically, because these places are just going to default, no one's really freaking losing anything yet. You know what? And basically the internet just they're taking a bunch of this money from these crony capitalists, and they're putting the work towards better projects. So um, definitely be careful of your internet. Like they're watching. Like you want to talk about freaking the rapture and everything. I mean, like seriously, this is like these motherfuckers are the rapture. I know from personal experience. Do not underestimate their power. Do not underestimate their love, and do not underestimate their hate. Uh, or disdain. They don't have to do anything. All they have to do is just drive someone mad, and if they break, they break, and it is what it is. So I would just start paying attention to things, people. It's in your best interest. All right. So because it seems like they just kind of acted out a little bit. Just I don't think any of this would have really happened if Trump was president. You know what I mean? I really don't. But I think this is just hey, well, let's give Biden something to fucking let's give him some work. Let's give him some work, huh? And so hell yeah, overthrow the world government's internet. Freaking love it. We gotta protect it. And Thanks for protecting me. Thanks for freaking checking me. Thanks for kicking my ass. Thanks for freaking. Thanks for giving me a purpose. Um, I want to. I've got to get to a better internet connection. I got to do some work.